Making
Ready?
props. Yeah. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another Behind the Blocks, your show where you get to take a look into the minds and weirdo personalities of the devs that make the game Q.U.I.R.K.
Yep.
There you go. That's all I got. Have a good day. Today, we have a very, very exciting mini-series, actually. So this will not be just a one-off, where Kelly and I, it's Kelly.
Kells Bills.
I'm UGW Timbear. I'm the community manager. And Kels?
UGW Kells Bells. I'm the video wizard.
There we go. I'm so bad at introing every time without fail.
Yeah.
In any case, we love crafting. I'm sure those of you who are familiar with Behind the Blocks, we have done crafts quite a few times on this show while talking with you guys. And we're taking it one step further by diving into the world, essentially, of cosplay. Of which I have a background in. And Kelly, you've never cosplayed, but...
I have never done that.
Yeah, but you have
I've
a
never
pretty...
cosplayed, but I'm so crafty. I love crafting things and making things, and I'm excited.
Yeah, me too. So you guys are probably wondering by now, what are we crafting? Well, we are actually going to bring to life the hammer and the rocket launcher from Q.U.I.R.K. You can see them behind us here. Kelly's beautiful prints and notes on there. So yeah, we're actually going to be making these to scale and bringing them to life. We will not be functional, but they're going to be really pretty cool.
I'm kind of glad they're not going to be functional. Or, if you're making the hammer, is it functional?
Sort of functional.
It doesn't make butterflies fly out of people, though, right?
We'll have to figure that one out, because I'd like to see that happen.
Effects. I would like to see that, too.
Hi, Gothic Medic.
Hey, Gothic.
You got number 2. It's true. I like this number 2 pencil. That's actually the one thing, fun story. Kelly and I went to the hardware store where we got most of these items for our weapons. Could not find pencils, though. This is the one thing we did not find at the hardware store.
We didn't try that hard, but no, we didn't find them where they were supposed to be, according to the app.
Wow. Thanks, Home
Thanks,
Depot.
app.
So now is a great time. If you guys have any questions about prop making, what we're doing, about the weapons, how they function in-game, or how they would maybe function out of game, questions for us, let us know. We're here to answer your questions. Also on Gothic.
Yeah. And if you have any suggestions on how we're doing this,
yes,
we've got some questions still to answer.
Please let us know. And before we dive in, I just want to get into our process. Kelly and I are different crafters, which makes me really excited for you guys to see how we kind of both work. Starting with Kells Bells, you kind of started this yesterday. Walk me through and walk the viewers through what you did yesterday and how you did it.
Yeah, so basically what we did before we left for the hardware store was look at the... I can pull it up here. Look at the weapons themselves and kind of work out what was going to be made out of what. Let me get.
Kells Bells is also manning the stream as well. She is a woman of multiple talents.
Thank you. What it all started with, if you look in the corner here, I am this shipping tube that Troy brought some craft paper.
Yeah, his papers.
And I was like, I'm going to keep this tube
just in case,
because it reminds me a lot of the barrel of the rocket gun. So that's where that started. And then we went through everything else, and we're like, oh, that could be made of PVC, and this is going to be made out of foam. And then I decided that the trigger handle and the stock were going to have wood inside them to stabilize everything, and then like actual little parts from the hardware store to make the little pressure gauge, the tube, and the little knob there on top. So I went through and did all that, found it all on the app, went to the store and bought everything, and then I started. And what I did so far is, I can show these. So I started to cut these little panels out of foam that would wrap around the tube and make the tube into that polygon shape, because it's an octagon, like a 3D octagon. So these panels all go around like this.
So cool. Yeah, we did nothing but...
And they can glue onto it and make that
but
Tube
thank
nice
Matt
shape.
for not making anything round.
Yeah.
There's almost no roundness to any of these, and we're pretty pumped about it. It makes things nice and easy to
So yeah, I
cut
did
out.
that, and that can wrap around. And now I'm onto the stock. Oh, actually, then last night I put this together. This is
my favorite.
I do a lot of woodworking at home and crafts and stuff. So this is the inside of the stock and the trigger handle. So the whole thing goes together like that. Well, you can kind of see it. You kind of can't. Hey, Timber, there you are.
Nice. It's a beautiful shape.
There you go.
Hi, Dogstar! Welcome to the first of our prop building mini-series. Kels Bells was just explaining how she's making the rocket
wasn't doing
launcher.
the whole thing. The camera wasn't on it for any of that. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, don't worry. There'll still be plenty of stuff to see as we go along. Yeah, I gotta say, super, super impressed with how detailed she went in. You basically went into Photoshop and mathed out this entire project.
Yeah, I took the circumference of this tube and then had to do some math to figure out how long each of these panels were going to be, and then I cut them off from there.
Wow.
With math.
With math.
Maths.
So, Kels Bells at one point asks me, oh, do you want to math out the hammer? This is how I do it. And she explained it to me, and I'm not so great at math. I eyeball everything, so my process is a little bit different. I'm probably way less accurate
Well,
than
you know, you
Kels,
were
but
close.
we're pretty close. I have a pretty okay eye. Coming from, I have 2 okay eyes. They're only okay because I wear glasses. So,
2020.
wow, just rubbing your math and good eyes in my face.
Just rub it in.
I see. But essentially, the hammer is a little bit more of a straightforward shape. We got some nice PVC pipe for the handle. And today, I am going to be working on these blue bits, so you can see the hammer part of said hammer. And I'll be making that out of actually pink insulation foam, those big square pink foams down here, and cutting them out and layering them. So I don't have the, hi Cub, welcome.
Hi,
So yeah, so I'm a little bit more ad hoc with the crafting.
I'm not.
You're not, and that's great. And what's really cool is you can do both. Like whatever your strengths are, I found making props and making costumes and cosplay, just you do you. I find the most comfortable you are making these props, the easier and less stressful time. Like if I tried to do it her way, I think I'd lose my mind and vice versa. So very excited. God, look at that
There's
shape.
the beginning of the rocket gun.
I love it.
Yeah.
It's going to be really cool.
So you're doing that today.
Yes, that's
Okay.
my plan today. And what are you going to be working on?
My
today?
plan is to work on the stock. So I have these little cutouts that are the, this part, the very end of it. So, and via your instructions, I'm going to trace it out on here on this foam and cut out several parts, and they're going to go on the outsides of these. And then it'll start to take shape.
Yep.
Literal shape.
Literal shape. Oh, I'm so excited.
Cool.
At home, done for any purpose.
Ad hoc.
Or done for a particular purpose only. Oh. I've been using that word wrong this whole time. Have we just
Formed.
ormed?
Ad hoc. Well, ad hoc.
I feel like we use that word a lot in the office, but maybe it doesn't mean what we all think
No,
it
no, no.
means.
It definitely means what we think.
Okay.
But I'm gonna look.
Now we're curious. We're also going into
I mean,
some
it,
spelling.
things
and-
take on a different meaning sometimes in the tech industry,
Yeah.
and you're like, what?
What? Yeah, no, this is new. Are you squinting with glasses on? Might be.
Latin phrase literally meaning for this.
For this, okay.
We're just
The
gonna
more
go
you
with it.
know. I like it. All right.
There we go.
Off the seat of my pants, I will say from now on. I fly by that, which is why Kelly knows exactly what she's doing with all parts, and I'm at the hammer part. And we're just going to see
You're
how
like,
this goes.
I'm gonna do that hammer part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So basically, we decided that the hammer needs to be 8 by 8 to be proportional.
I don't want to cut this.
I didn't decide that. I was like, I think it needs to be bigger. And she was like, 8 inches exactly.
Yeah,
It's like,
just a
sweet.
little math.
I love it. I'm not sure this paper is big enough. No, it should be big enough. This is all 8.
For just
I
one?
just need a 1 inch. So I'm basically just going to mark.
Oh, you didn't
1
put on a
inch.
new one. I got it.
No, I did not. And again, if you guys have any questions as to what we are doing,
Yeah.
please let us know in chat. 8 inches. Yeah, this is fine. That is my life. That is literally my life. Is that this is fine? GIF.
Oh, I should tape this down.
That's a good plan. Actually, I'm gonna also tape this down too. I'm like starting to do
Why
it.
not? To be exact. That's always my
And I like that.
go-to.
That's your mantra. Always be exact. It's a good mantra.
I measure twice,
I love it.
and that's it. You just stop right there.
It's just
Measure twice, and
never
that's it.
again.
You never. Then you're like, I've done well for today. Measure twice, cut once.
Ooh.
That's the saying.
I may get there eventually.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I have
Eventually, maybe.
I have hope for you yet.
Thank you. I hope not for planning. I hope just in general. In life.
Oh yeah. Okay. Sharp objects.
Yeah. Kids, if you're watching this from home, make sure to ask your parents before wielding any sharp objects, please.
Or if you're an adult, maybe you should just ask anyway.
Yeah, just in case.
Seems like a good call.
Your mom might want you to call. Moms
Why
always
not?
want you to call. Okay, so we're going to do inch.
So what kind of other things have you made for cosplay? I'm interested.
Let's see. So my very first cosplay ever was the comic book character Emma Frost. An X-Men character. And she, I really like modifying things, so it was my first cosplay, so I was a little nervous, but I actually had to modify and sew her top, because I gave her like this fur thing, it's like a corset white top, and had to, so that was kind of where I started, was doing some modifications, but it was pretty simple, and then I went from there. I jumped pretty quickly. I did like Fiona from Adventure Time, which was pretty easy, not too many props, to an octopus lady. I did Zenobia from the game Gigantic, who is a half octopus, half evil woman. So it went from
Half octopus, half evil.
half evil, yeah.
I think you'd be a whole of both.
Nope, half and half.
Okay.
And that was really cool because that was the first time I started working with like things. She had a lot of unique objects that I couldn't just, like you can't just buy a tentacle dress. So I had to come up with a plan to make a skirt entirely of tentacles and sew it together, which I took wiring because I love wiring. I've made a bunch of giant hats for D&D as well as Mozu from Gigantic. And I used entirely wires for that. And then I changed it up with like batting is how I make the outside, and then I sew on the top part. So that was, I kind of did the same thing with this tentacle dress where I took wiring to get the basic frame, and then I sewed these long tentacle pieces and stuffed it with batting to keep its shape. And then I wore 6-inch heels, so I was tall enough for the skirt because it was huge.
What? How tall?
6-inch. Yeah.
How?
I don't know.
How does anyone do that?
It's what I do. I use that for the soot sprite too. So I try using the knowledge that I already have to make these props. Like a lot of crochet and wire working and stuff is how I do.
Nice.
So yeah, and I made like hand things for her and a headpiece that stayed up through some miracle. Rest in peace, Paragon and Gigantic. Yep. Pour one out for Gigantic and Paragon, guys. If you have it, for them. Proceeds to hold out for. Let's see. You can't just buy a tentacle dress. No, turns out you can't. Promise canceled. Yeah, it would have been an impressive prom dress. I'm just gonna say that.
Did you go to your prom?
I went to 2 proms, 2 senior proms, because I was asked by an older gentleman, and then I just went. Yeah.
Nice.
I could have worn that tentacle dress twice to my prom. It was okay.
Yeah.
It was okay. Did you?
I didn't go to my prom, but same with you. I went 2 years earlier
2 years early. Oh, girl.
as a sophomore. It was fun.
Like, no big deal as a sophomore.
It was at EMP. It was pretty fun.
That's awesome.
Anyway.
Awesome. Y'all want to talk about bees? What kind of bees? What do you want to talk about?
Bees.
Go to Home DC. Gothic Medic gets it. And I'm sorry if we're a little delayed on the comments this time, folks. We are working on this, so we might be a little bit delayed getting to you, but we're looking out for you. Let's see if I do this correctly. So,
Yeah, in chat, why don't you tell us if you've done any of this kind of crafting cosplay stuff and what you made, and how you made it. I'm very interested. I think I'm going to be really happy with this rocket gun when it's done.
I think so too. Yeah. I think we're all going to be very happy with it.
People can pay like hundreds and hundreds of dollars to get stuff made.
It's true.
Like companies, game companies and other things.
Yep.
It's a lot of money.
It's a lot of
to
money.
be spent and made, I guess, right?
It is. Yeah, what I like about this project specifically is we literally just went to Home Depot and got stuff from there, like casual, like home, like the insulation board and the PVC pipes, all super cheap. I don't think we spent more than like $150. So heads up, if you guys want to make this at home,
We didn't spend that much.
we didn't even spend that much.
106.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So you guys can definitely do this at home with some pretty simple.
Building materials.
Yeah.
The PVC aisle is your friend. Oh,
so
we
cool.
almost just were like, throw out the plan. Let's do it all in PVC.
Yep, there were literally parts that looked exactly like the nozzle of our rocket gun. It was
The barrel or
the
whatever.
barrel, yeah. Parts of weapons. So I'm just going through and getting that nice hexagon shape a little bit bigger than the one I printed out. What's nice too, I think we've been thanking Matt all week for designing the weapons how he did, because of nothing being round, and also he designed it to everything to make it look like it was made in your garage, which suits us.
Yeah. So it matches perfectly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's aesthetic.
I couldn't imagine trying to carve like these big swords and weapons from like MMOs
Yeah.
out of home. People do it. It's crazy.
It's so cool.
I'm not that talented.
I disagree. I think you're getting a taste for it now, which is super exciting.
Yeah, I'll probably end up making all of our weapons. It's kind of how I got started on the blocks.
Oh yeah,
behind
just
us.
going through.
It got more and more ambitious as time went on with those.
Love it. That's an octagon, not a hexagon.
Hi, Chilin.
Close. Hi, Sarah.
Feeling.
I do love, what I love about this too is our 3D artist made this, and it's like double 3D art. Freaking it. I don't know how to, right?
3D and
It's extra
real
3D. So if you have not done a cosplay cub, because I say if I went to TwitchCon or BlizzCon, I'd totally build a cosplay to wear. That was my next question. What would your guys' like dream thing to make? So let's say you're Jessica Negri, talented. What would you make? Sky's the
probably
limit.
make a Link costume, one of the ones from Breath of the Wild. What do I like? I like the climbing gear a lot. Except for that bandana. I'm not for that bandana.
No, but like the shirt and
The
stuff
shirt
is
has all the carabiners
so
on it,
cool.
and like the pin. Oh, it's so cute.
I love that. That's funny you say that because I was thinking I would love to do Zelda from Breath of the
Zelda.
Wild, especially her winter outfit. I've seen concepts of it and I am in love. Yeah, she's like this cool like brooch and it's like, oh, it's so cool.
Daenerys' winter outfit, winter coat would be also rad.
Oh, that would be so
You know what
rad.
I'm talking about?
Yes. Yes. Spider-Man. Spider-Man's awesome. Full body pieces, not
skin
easy.
tight.
That is really, really awesome. This looks like a diamond.
Shine bright.
Like a diamond.
Wink.
Cool.
Oh, cool. That's rad how you did that.
Yeah.
But,
Wow.
okay.
Yes.
Because it's 6 inches and you added a 1 inch on each side.
We did 7, it was 7 inches.
This was 7 inches?
Yeah, and then
Now
we
it's
wanted
9
it to
inches.
be the ruler. Give me the ruler. Oh, so the whole thing. Oh, where's
9
my?
inches.
This is what I need, Kelly. 9 inches.
You want it to be 8, right?
Did we want it to be 8? For some reason, I remember us being like, yeah, we just need to add an inch from 7. Do I
I
just
thought you
not
said
know
it was
inches?
6 before.
No.
Whoopsie.
It's
My
okay.
bad.
Maybe. I mean, it was just shy of 7. That should work out fine. Lord knows I'm gonna cut it and I'll lose some.
Okay.
It'll lose some. You do you. I'll try to cut this out as straight as I can. Out of here. Can we cosplay presidents? I mean, yeah, I've definitely seen. I don't know. Actually, no, I don't think I've ever seen anyone
I
cosplay.
don't know. Where do costumes end and cosplay begin? Cosplays. You know, cosplays.
I think the definition I've always seen is like cosplay is basically costume play. So it's usually a fandom thing, but I guess like if you're like, man, I really love Teddy Roosevelt. BT Dubs totally would cosplay as good old Teddy. But I mean, I guess if it's like at a president's convention, I would count it as cosplay. If you're wearing it out to Halloween, maybe a costume. But I've definitely made Halloween costumes that have then transferred. I have spruced up when we did. We used to do group cosplays. We did Street Fighter one year. So I was Cammy, and I actually made her huge fire hydrant looking bracers. That was super fun. We made those in like a night. But that I made for a Halloween costume. Then I made better and took it to Comic-Con. So could be both.
Yeah.
Eventually.
Halloween as an adult is pretty fun.
Oh, it's the best. I didn't think it would be because it's like free candy, but let me tell you, super good. No, probably wouldn't do that one, Cub. Think. What about you, Darkstars? What would you build to cosplay and wear at TwitchCon or BlizzCon?
What?
BlizzCon is exceptionally fun because I have seen some things at BlizzCon. It is
Can't unsee it.
gorgeous. Can't unsee it. Don't want to unsee it. It's glorious. People really turn up for that con.
You know, I used to live in the same, basically, building block as the Washington State Convention Center.
Oh,
My
wow.
dad still lived there. And there was, you know, the conventions, SakuraCon and Comic-Con and everything would
Yeah.
roll through in the summer, and it was just wild. I would just walk out, you know, I gotta go out and get something to eat, and it was just like a different world.
Yeah.
It was very fun to see.
Oh, that's so cool. That was one of my favorites. I have a picture of my buddy was Jubilee from X-Men, and it's just us. We were just waiting for the train in our costumes at a Starbucks, and people would just come up and take pictures of just Emma Frost and Jubilee having coffee together.
Aww.
It was super exciting.
That's cute.
It's really cute. But that's one of my favorites, driving by and having all your favorite characters from whatever media you love really just come to life.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna bring this up, see if we have some space. So this is my insulation foam.
We got that at the hardware store. It's good.
Okay, I'm done, sorry.
Were you doing a Kimmy Schmidt?
I was doing a Kimmy Schmidt. Okay, sorry, I'm like all up in your space now. So this somehow was the most expensive thing on our trip, and I don't understand.
What was
I
it,
don't-
$8? Or was it like
No.
$9?
And I don't think it was that much. I think it was like $6 though, which was still wildly more
No.
expensive.
You know what the most
What? Oh no, what was?
the most expensive thing we bought was this.
Oh yeah, that was like $8.
We were like, This perfectly functioning air compressor gauge is something we're gonna glue onto cardboard.
Yep, we're just gonna break it.
So yeah, I just wish I could break it open so I could put the needle like up somewhere, but I haven't.
Yeah, we haven't quite
gotten there yet.
That might
I
be
also got this guy.
an off stream. Oh, I'm so excited.
Just gotta paint it blue and stick it on top of the
I love it.
gun. Yeah,
Formula.
super fun.
Okay, do you have enough space? I'm not all up in your business.
Mhm. Yeah, you're fine.
Okay, cool. Ow. Ow.
These angles are a little funky. Cut out.
It would have to be something from Warcraft. I'd love to build an orc or a blood off. Oh, that'd be sick.
That'd be rad.
Okay, so now that that's done, I'm going to do my 3. 1, 2, 3. So I need 6 of these essentially, and I'm gonna just stack them up.
So, are they gonna fit if they're 9 inches and that's 24 inches?
I guess we did do it where it would be like, let's see, 1, 2, what is it, like 3. Ooh, that's a good point. Not, we'll just shave off. Do we want to shave
I would
off
just
like?
go through and cut this in half,
Yeah,
like the inch.
that's
make it
right.
a half
I
inch.
forgot that you mathed how much could fit on
Right.
this one
you
board.
could even measure here and just do little hash marks on the board where the 8-inch marks are. With this,
Yeah. With the, what is this?
it's crazy.
It's weird. It's
like-
like a device that you measure with. I don't know.
Suspicious.
I don't know
I know.
about your sorcery, madame.
Sounds good.
Thanks. That was a nice noise. Really
There's
like
a lot
that.
of ASMR going on. I'm monitoring in my.
Are you
headphones,
monitoring
I can
the
hear
ASMR?
all this.
Where did our clear one go? Did I throw it on the floor?
It's clear. How are you gonna find it?
It's the worst. I'm just missing things. Or maybe like Death Knight. Death Knight armor would be really cool. That would be rad. Oh, haha.
It's clear. It's hard to spot.
Hard to spot. So we're gonna go ahead and just mark where everything needs to be cut, just like you did before.
These corners get tricky to cut.
Oh yeah.
These angles. This is like the most unsafe thing.
Yeah. No, I am terrified. Kids, don't do anything we're
No,
doing.
no, just
at home.
don't do anything I'm doing.
Just don't even look right now.
Okay, that's good. Almost.
So what I like about these, I know we're doing pretty accurate straight cuts right now, but the beauty of a lot of Matt's designs is that
They're straight lines.
they're straight lines, but they're also supposed to look a little handmade. So it's the irony is we're gonna make everything really straight and perfect,
According to the
according.
design.
But the fun part will be we'll have to go back and kind of home make them, to speak, which is one of my favorite parts of prop making because it's really, it's just fun. You don't have to stress as much. You can just go in and really give those fine details.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. They look like they're hobbled together.
Yeah. But
Hobbled?
Hob-
Not hobbled.
I don't think it's cobbled.
Cobbled
Cobbled?
together, yeah,
Yeah,
like
is
a
it
cobbler, like a shoe.
Oh. We're weapons cobblers, would you say?
Yeah, sure.
Cobblers of weapons?
Sure. Why not?
Sure. Okay, so we're just taking half an inch off of each of the
Give me
sides.
the tape.
Yeah, I would love to.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Did many people cosplay at TwitchCon last year? Yes.
Which,
Yes, we did see a few cosplay. It's not the biggest venue that I've seen for cosplay, but it's definitely getting there. I think especially with the opening of Twitch Creative and stuff, you definitely are bound to see more creative types, which is really, really, really exciting. Oh, beautiful. Look at that half. All halves and stuff. Making lines. Oh, it's not quite.
Halfway.
Let's see here. I think this one's just a little bit off.
You can do the craft table too and see what
There
you're
we go.
doing.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Me, I am having my hammer, so you can see that I originally made the lines a little too far out. So I'm just going back and doing the same thing I did before, except just having it. What are you doing, Kelly?
I am now taping these pieces I just cut out onto the wooden structure that I used to stabilize that whole section. And I'll show you in a second what I've done. Whoa.
There we go. That's a little bit better.
So yeah, there's the back of the stock. And then I'm going to cut out more foam pieces, 2 more to fill in this part.
Fill in the gaps.
Yep.
Very cool. That's looking like a solid shape.
And then we can sand these bits down.
Yep.
To make them
Just
smooth.
Dremel it down smooth, get your shape a little
that's
deeper.
Where I'll be like, you help me, Timber. What's a sander? Or, no. How do you sand foam? I don't know.
How do you sand foam?
Never done it.
With protective mouthware.
Yeah. Protective mouth.
Mouthpieces. I've worked with like some of the worst materials. Was not a fan. We used a foam once like that. There we go. That's a little better. Whatever. That foam, it like falls apart into like bubbles when you break it in half. That was probably some of the worst cosplay experience I've ever had. Because like sanding it, it would just fall apart. And then it was like one of my first times having a buddy do props. And I was like, never again with this. Never.
So what do you think? Should I make this all one part? I don't even know where this ends.
To me,
And then put another really thin part on this part to make it
to give that
get it out more.
It almost looks like this goes like into here a little bit.
Yeah, that's why there would be a.
Yeah.
This would be raised.
Yeah. It feels like
This part.
feels like 2 pieces.
I think I'm just gonna do it as 2.
Yeah. I think that
So
might
they
be.
can paint them separately.
Yeah. That alone. Are you threatening me?
No, I'm thinking. I'm thinking I do want to make it one piece. It's gonna be easier.
Guys, I want to dress as Descartes. Oh,
Less.
Let's
Does
see.
it fit? No, it fits.
I love it. I want to see pictures of your costumes and cosplays. I do.
I'm gonna do it, Timber. I'm going for it.
Go for it.
Worst
Just
comes to worst, I'll just cut it in half.
Just wing it, girl.
Dude, winging it.
Wing it. We'll make a cosplayer out of you yet.
Oh yeah.
Once you start saying things like, I'm just going to go for it, you're halfway there.
Nice.
I love the sound of paper cutting, throwing that out there.
It's nice.
It is really nice. Paper cutting ASMR is my favorite. It's how I go to sleep at night. I make Ted cut pieces of paper in my ear, and then I go to sleep. That's
You're just
a little.
it's just
I'm
like
like, hey,
above your head, like.
yeah. 9 o'clock rolls around. I'm like, hey, babe, get the scissors and paper. I go to bed at 9. I'm an early sleeper.
Sorry. So many jokes.
Deep
breath.
looking
No
into.
jokes.
That's what we're here for. Behind the blocks is to get a personal look into the lives of devs. We're all weirdos.
We're so weird, and I love it. We're completely bad.
We're just the weirdest.
Yeah, I love this office because of that.
Me too.
Feel free to be weird.
I like how this looks. It's kind of making a spider web by accident.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say that's that.
There you go. That's beautiful.
Don't James Blunt me right now.
She's drawing the line.
Draw the line at James Blunt. Yep.
So if you guys could have any weapon from Q.U.I.R.K be brought to life, I want to know what you guys want us, because I have a feeling this will not be our last.
I think I know what the answer's gonna be.
Me too, but I gotta ask anyway. I want to be surprised. I might be
I don't
surprised.
think that you think what I think it is, based on your
Well,
level of disappointment.
I think, yeah, that's probably right.
You're funny.
You're funny. And for those of you who are curious, I know we had some people asking about Discord. Troy is at a GDC, having the time of his life, but he will be back Friday and will be returning to streams.
GDC, yes.
GDC? What did I say?
What did you say? I have no idea.
Okay, I was like, did I
He's
not
at
say
GDC.
GDC? Yes, so he's at GDC, hanging out, rubbing elbows, doing other things, probably.
Yeah.
And
Making
so-
friends.
Making friends, as he does. He's the best friend maker that I know.
He is.
I made a hat. That's kind of cool. Little outside hexagon. Okay, I think we're good now.
Perfect.
You guys a good
Yeah.
look?
Uh-huh.
Did I just
Yeah.
keep it? I
Totally.
made a headband by
Keep it.
accident. Wow.
I don't think it was an accident.
I want to see the toastalizer because it's the funniest.
Yeah, we could just get a toaster
And just stick forks in it. Our weapons are not childproof. I'm throwing that out right now. I think there really is a fork in it. And a light bulb? Who wants a
Yeah.
light bulb in a toaster? Matt?
Matt, that's who.
Matt,
You answered
Matt
the
does
question.
that. The toastalizer is cool. I actually eyeballed the toastalizer and was like, ooh, that would be really, really, really fun.
I think
It's unique.
I assumed that people would want to see the baddie gun. It's
Ah.
rad.
See, I was
Design
thinking
is really rad. Not that
the
the others aren't.
bee gun is what I was I
Yeah.
was expecting.
Yeah. We should just get some real bees for that one.
Just go out,
Just
get an
go.
actual hive, knock it down.
This is a great plan.
Okay. So I am gonna mark my points real quick.
Yeah, and do the thing that I suggested, please. Because you might have to go right to the edge.
Yeah.
So if you, because you have to do three, you have to be able to fit 3 in lengthwise.
Okay. I have
So if
24.
you mark at 16 and an 8, and you stay within that boundary with this pattern, go ahead. You might want to make them different hashes, yeah.
There
That
we go.
works.
Now-
Making little hearts.
Now they're little hearts. Okay.
Meow.
Little hearts for you.
This is such a.
That's for you. That little heart is for you guys too.
Aw. Turn it back to me.
Okay. Here.
So you see what
Do
I'm
it
saying?
across. Yeah, and then do it this
Yeah.
way. Yeah.
Yeah. And then if you need to make one,
That
if you need to make this shape longer, see, so it's a little bit longer on one side.
Yeah.
Do that.
It's not quite.
This way,
Yeah.
because you don't need to put 3 on this side.
No.
You do need one side or another to have 3.
To have
fit.
3.
Okay.
Okay, perfect.
So just do,
I'm just gonna lock it. I think at here. There we go.
do 8 and 16. It's hard.
This is why we work together so well. Okay, you were supposed to be locked. Why?
You know,
And this is to the end.
Yeah.
We're 16 there.
Yeah.
It is.
24 over 3.
Okay, if you don't lock this, okay.
It's fine.
Well,
You don't need it anymore.
it's fine. I don't think so. So 1, 2, perfect, beautiful, and great.
So yeah.
Yeah, I would take it to the edge anyway,
Yeah,
just to save space.
That's what you're going to want to do.
Yep.
And it doesn't matter this way because you only need 2.
Right.
But it does matter this way, so you have to do it so the shorter. Does that make sense?
Yep. Probably. I'll ask if I forget, and I will.
We're going to be like, whoops, let's go back to the hardware store. And I'll be like, darn.
Darn.
What are we going to do?
I'm just gonna take this down. I don't think this will.
Oh, yeah.
I just wanna.
Make sure it doesn't rip it out.
Yeah, it kind of does. I don't really trust it, so we're just gonna play it safe. I think that would be a little worstier. That's okay, no big deal.
No big.
I'm gonna stand up for this one. Oh. Ooh, stretch my legs out. That actually feels pretty nice. Okay. Hi, everyone. I think anyone knows that I have legs because I'm always sitting.
It's true. I've seen him.
I have
She
real
walks
legs.
around on them all the time. It's crazy.
It is crazy. So follow these. Oh God. There we go. Keeping this nice and flat, get that edge there. I love the smell of markers. It's legit my favorite. Me and Kelly got to know each other real well. I think one of the first things we ever really learned about each other was how much I love the smell of glue when she was gluing the boxes together. So good.
That is correct.
We'll let them touch a little bit to save some space. There we go. Yeah. Now we should be golden, kids.
Good. I'm glad I stopped you.
Yeah, me too. before I
Like,
ruined
let's
myself.
Put it right in the middle and then
Just
do
we're
it
gonna
there.
start here and spread out
Yeah.
like a universe.
I want to see you make cookies, and you're just like,
Oh,
not
yeah.
even trying to
Well, it's because you know.
geometrically put them in there.
Well, then I can have a lot of cookie dough. You know, that's what it's really about when you're making cookies, anyway.
True. Can't argue with that.
Yeah. Oh, I'm hungry. I'm really hungry. Been on a wing kick. We should order wings after this stream.
You have been on a wing kick. That's correct. I wonder where you got that from.
Could be anyone.
Could be. Yeah.
Anyone at all.
Anyone and anywhere. I didn't do it.
Cool. Yahoo! Oh, look at my little hearts.
Can't wait till we get to like the painting and texturing phase of this.
That
It's
is
gonna be pretty cool.
the best.
come
Your friend,
together.
Sage of Games. Hey, Sage of Games, welcome. Calling you out because Twitch has this new thing where I can do that. How's it going, my friend?
I can see you.
How about the baddie gun with real life air blower attached?
Yes.
Yo,
Yes.
those things are so heavy.
They're very heavy. Just take out all the guts. Like find a broken one. And just use the outside of it.
I think you made Kelly so happy with that suggestion.
Yeah. Yeah, and then we're gonna have to do all the upgrade parts.
We're gonna have to make a baddie. You can't have a baddie gun without a baddie.
You can't.
Oh, that one would be really fun. That one we can actually make also out of this pink foam. What's nice about this, and the reason I chose this as my material for the hammer, is because you can carve it with a knife, and I just thought that was rad.
Yeah, it doesn't give back, like when you make a dent into it, it stays. Unlike the foam I'm using that's kind of more squishy. It's forgiving.
But what's nice about your foam is it won't melt with paint on it, like this.
Okay.
And
melt with melt.
If I spray paint this, it will eat through it like acid. Ask me how I found out.
How did you find that out?
Because I melted a few props in my time.
Nice.
The very first...
Hope you took pictures.
Yeah, I made a Zenobia's headpiece, and I actually did because I was like, everyone needs to know about this drama that's happening in my life. And it would have, if I had just Googled it, I probably would have saved myself some time. Alas, I did not. So, that was that.
You lived, you learned.
I lived, I learned.
Don't get
No,
we haven't done Alanis Morissette in a while.
No, we haven't. We need Sarah here to finish us. She is the ultimate Alanis Morissette karaokeer.
That is something. I'm gonna be done in no time. By no time, I mean several weeks of time.
You were moving fast when cutting out straight lines, my friend.
Yeah, I was.
It's great. I literally
It's
had
very
to tell her to
therapeutic.
stop.
Yeah. There's a tweet about it.
There's a few tweets about it. There's a Discord conversation about it.
You. In the Discord.
I love Discord. Shout out to Discord.
Shout out.
Discord.gg/Q.U.I.R.K. Join the community. Talk about things. Make jokes.
What's going on over here?
I have no idea. Ah, I love it. Makes faces. I like those faces. How have you been, Sage? I feel like I haven't seen you since I was making stuff for Gigantic on stream. It's been a hot minute, my friend. Yeah. Oh, no. Yeah. Okay, I'm sorry. Getting a little faster with each one that I make.
Good. Have all this left.
Yeah, we're going to actually have extra.
That's a good thing, I think.
A great thing. It's nice to know. In case things don't work out, we'll have a little extra for a little extra stuff.
Or I might need it.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Stuff's really nice and malleable. And this you can't actually apply any heat to, so I'm a little jealous. Well, I'll also be using that foam. So not only is that foam, which Kelly's using, which is basically, it's just craft foam or EVA foam, which is a cosplayer's very bestiest friend.
Aw.
Especially cosplayers on a budget. You can actually apply heat to it and mold it to whatever shape that you want, and it'll hold its shape really well.
I want to see that in action, actually.
Yeah, it's real
I don't
cool.
quite understand. I mean, I do, but I want to see it.
You will. You're gonna live it. Okay, last one. Thank God. Losing my mind.
We've got about 10 minutes left.
Already?
Behind the blocks. Yeah, it
What?
flies.
What?
It does.
Wow, I haven't cut out a single thing this stream.
Yeah.
So in case you guys are wondering, though, this is going to be our life for the next 4 weeks, with the addition of Troy coming in.
He's going to distract us the entire time.
I was
so
gonna
it's going to
say.
be pretty great.
So we can get
entertaining, I
less
think.
work. But we're looking to finish these off in about 4 weeks. So I believe March 11th is when we're hoping to have the very final bits of it done.
March?
May? What's the next month? April? April 11th. Yeah. Yeah. I know months. I know months. I definitely know months. So yeah, that's kind of the time frame that we're looking at, is to be done with these props with your help by then. A few of these props will be painted at home. We have some spray paints that I'll be spraying at home, but all the detail work we should be able to do here. Oh,
Almost.
almost.
Yeah,
So good.
we should take little videos of us doing the other stuff, and
Yeah.
then we can show it off.
Yes.
I wonder who we can get to do that.
If only we had a wizard who was video. That's you.
Damn.
You know, we have 10 minutes, but I'm gonna go ahead and
Start cutting
just
away.
start because this is literally gonna take me forever.
Yeah. The blade won't even. Will it even go through?
Nope. I really need to find my big one that extends like this. My machete. That actually might work.
Careful.
Yeah. My middle name. Hold on.
Yeah.
Safety, kids. Get your handy dandy cardboard cutter. Okay. This is very dangerous. So yeah, maybe we'll do the toast slicer and bee gun, baddie gun. I like the baddie gun a lot because there's just so much to it.
It really is.
I also like the, God, that would be fun to do. One of us do a baddie and the other the baddie gun. Oh my God.
You just
Throw this all in the trash.
Just throw it. Throw the baddie. I can't.
You just shatter everywhere. My son.
My son.
I want to make my son. I also have a 3D printer at home, so we could probably just 3D printer a bad gun.
Look at that.
Ooh, look at that
Shapes.
indeed. I don't think this is quite going all the way through. We got some all the way through. So the tricky part about this is getting it to go through at a straight line so it's not uneven.
Yeah.
So I can keep the thickness.
Tricky.
Tricky, tricky. And even if it doesn't all the way, I can always sand it down to what. All right.
Watch out. Oh. I'm going to turn it back to me.
Yep, get ready for.
Whoa.
Oh!
We're totally starting soon.
We're starting soon, guys.
Little slip.
How are we looking up the back there? Okay, that looks like it'll come out pretty straight.
Yeah. So intense.
Ugh,
This is
intense.
so intense.
Okay. Hey guys, pro tip: don't point blades at your eyes
Or at me.
or at Kelly. Don't do it.
Or your buddies. That's
Yeah.
what I heard one time when I was carving a pumpkin. Or a boat. Don't ask.
I really want to ask now. There's no way not to want to ask.
Anyway, the chef on that boat was like observing me, and I was just like sawing like this with a big old knife, and he was like, "Don't point knives or sharp objects at your buddy or your body."
Aww, alliteration.
Or something
Sort
like
of
that.
close.
Or maybe he said your buddy, not your body, like pointed at your buddy.
Oh no, that seems rude.
seems
rude.
I don't know.
Seems like terrible advice.
Yeah.
Oh boy. That's squeaking.
This. Oh yeah. Okay. There we go. That's the shape.
Gonna-
Yeah. Look at that.
Ooh, girl. Sorry about the squeaking.
It's backwards.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Can't quite see it, but this. There's a defined part right here. Anyway,
Get in there.
get in there.
All right, I will have one of these cut out by next stream, I'm sure.
Or all of them, hopefully.
Yeah, it's gonna have to be all of them because this is gonna take a full hour. Regardless, it's gonna be like a cooking show. I'm so excited.
I just put it below here. Oh, look, it's
Look,
done.
it's-
Or it's just like you You're making the weapon, and then you do that, and it's a turkey.
And it's an actual turkey.
Cooking shows, like a perfectly cooked turkey.
Oh, I could go for a perfectly cooked turkey right now. The whole turkey? I am starving to death.
I could go for a perfectly good turkey. That's
Just
perfectly cooked turkey right about now. That's the quote of the day. Tim Bear.
so you come here for the quotes.
Cool. Getting the hang of this.
Right, just going a little faster each time.
A little bit. Just gotta get the strategy down for actually getting through the foam without ripping it all up.
Yeah. That's kind of where I am at right now. And
Yeah.
frankly, I'm ready. Just be like, I'll sand it. Okay, this worked out pretty well last time, just getting in there.
Hopefully by next stream I'll have the stock done. And the stabilizers too. I want to get these pieces done.
Just cut out.
Yep.
I like it. Okay, almost there. This isn't too bad. That is it. All right, we are at our 3-minute mark.
Yeah, maybe we should put the music on. Our little boop, boop.
There's some music on. Ah, how about squeaking instead? All right, guys, I can't believe it's been almost an hour already. We have the top of the hammer drawn out to be cut out.
Perfect.
And we have
Somewhat of the stock
also cut out.
that will be painted and attached onto
I
this
love
tube here, like so.
Yeah, that's really
kinda
coming
see the
along.
shape.
Yeah, I love how distinctive the rocket launcher shape is. You can
It
really
really
tell where
is.
you're going. Don't point weapons at me.
Oops.
I'm feeling a little targeted. Thank you. That's much better. Thank
Awesome.
you. All right, guys. And thank you guys so much for hanging out and talking about cosplay and talking about, you know,
Thanks,
what
Tom.
you guys want us to make and hanging out in general. We couldn't do this without you. We wouldn't want to do this without you. And now for announcements. This, I'm actually going to bring up my calendar, but this Friday, we are not doing happy hour because I have other very exciting news. We will be hosting the SOBA meetup. It's not quite a meetup. They're actually getting together for a roundhouse, I always call it roundhouse, round table discussion about mental health in broadcasting, something that's really important to us and to our friends who stream, to make sure to take care of yourself as well as yourself and your viewers, and make sure that everything's, you know, going okay. So we will be we will be discussing mental health and broadcasting with the SOBA crew. Within our space, we have offered to host and give them some food and refreshment and help facilitate that conversation because it's something that we're really passionate about here is giving that space. So if you are in the Seattle area, you can come by RSVP on their meetup page. It's going to be starting at 6 o'clock this Friday. We were supposed to be saying too bad. Well, I don't know about sane, but definitely healthy. We want everyone to be healthy when they're streaming. So that's going to be Friday the 23rd at 6 o'clock. Check a look.
Take a look.
And then, of course, our next stream will be Maker Monday, where we celebrate you guys and your creations. I know we got a ton of new maps to explore and check out, and that is going to be on the 26th. That's next Monday.
Happens every Monday.
Mondays happen on Monday, I hear.
Every Monday.
Every
Unless
Monday.
They happen on Tuesday.
Sometimes they happen on a Tuesday. Yeah. Hopefully this Monday, we will be definitely for Monday.
Yeah.
On the 26th, and then we will be continuing our prop mini-series on the 28th at 3 o'clock.
Right here.
PT, right here again. We'll have Troy back, so we're super excited for that. And up next in about an hour should be Poot Loop's Community Q.U.I.R.K. Yeah.
He's around.
Yeah, he's around somewhere.
About.
Yeah, but he should be on and streaming in about an hour with the community test with all our new exciting updates and stuff. So, yeah.
Awesome.
So we will actually see you guys next Monday. Have a great weekend and a great Friday and a great every day. Thank you for hanging out. Goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
That was good.
Yeah,
got
I'm
a
so
lot of stuff
excited
done.
for the thousands of dollars we spent on actually buying these props to come in.
I know, like we.
Just, I mean, it'll still look like we made it though, I hope.
Yeah. We're just gonna send it
Yeah.
off to like third party and like.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have to actually do these, right?
Yeah. No,
Oh,
no,
shit.
my
Oh,
hands are tired.
Again, with the
Okay.
mics.